you about red versus blue oceans and figuring out which ocean you're in and when it comes to attracting drivers to work for your company, okay? So what is a red ocean? What is a blue ocean? Well, I'm gonna do my best to draw a little diagram of this, okay? So we have, the ocean, we have a boat on the ocean, and then there's you. This could be, you, your company, your recruiters, etc. And we have the same with the blue ocean, right? It continues. We have your boat, you, your company, etc. Now, here's the difference between these. If you are a fisherman and you are in a red ocean trying to catch fish, here's what that looks like. You have your little pole and you're trying to catch fish, right? But in these waters, there are all these other predators. There's all these other, sharks. It's a shark, I guess. There's, big animals. There's stingrays. There's all these animals in here trying to catch your little fish. It's going to be very difficult for you as a company to go out there and catch the fish when there's all these other predators, all these other companies doing the same thing, right? It's very, very difficult. Because right now, there is this, driver shortage. There's all of these companies, like you, doing the exact same things. They all are using Craigslist. They all are using Indeed. They all are using ZipRecruiter, trucking-specific job boards, third-party recruiters. The list goes on and on. They're all doing the same things. The waters are completely saturated with all of these other large predators, all these other companies like you, trying to catch these handful of fish, these drivers, out in the network. Guess what happens? It rarely happens. You rarely actually get the drivers, okay? So that's a red ocean. And if you are in the red ocean, again, you're probably doing things like, Craigslist, Indeed, trucking job boards, third-party recruiters, and so on. Now, let's contrast that with a blue ocean. Blue ocean, same analogy, you're out there fishing, trying to catch the fish. Well, guess what? Here's the fish. There are not many predators, there's not many other sharks, there's not many other companies like you doing this. There's a few, I'm not going to say it's perfect. There are a few out there, but in the whole scheme of things, there's not many. So it now becomes a lot easier for you to go out there and attract those drivers. Now, the biggest thing about this is that these are not any drivers. These are the right drivers, the highly qualified drivers. And right now what you're doing, when you're in this red ocean, not only are you competing against numerous other carriers, you guys are all competing for the wrong drivers. These drivers over here that spend their time on Craigslist, Indeed, trucking job boards, talking to third-party recruiters, they're not good drivers, period. If a driver is actively looking for a job, he's probably not a good driver, okay? Ingrain that in your mind. There's no reason to be unemployed right now unless you're probably not a good driver. Drivers that have time to go to Craigslist, free time to spend on Indeed, free time to go on trucking job boards, these guys are not good drivers. They're motivated by money, which is a sign-on bonus, and they're motivated by rate per mile. Even if you catch them, congratulations. Good luck keeping them, because they are always on to the next thing that pays 2 cents more a mile or has a guaranteed sign-on bonus as well. So you're competing with a ton of people, competing for the wrong drivers. This is a huge no, all right? What does the blue ocean look like, and how in the world do you start fishing in it? Well, I'm glad you asked. So, what you want to do is actually spend your recruiting efforts on things that are going to yield you the best results, right? And so it starts off by trying to think where the good drivers are, because chances are you want good drivers for your company. You don't want to have this revolving door that's constantly, drivers coming in, drivers leaving. That's going to be hard to grow your fleet if that's the situation. So what you want to do is actually put your recruiting efforts and the advertising, all that you do, in front of where those good drivers actually spend their time, okay? And where is that? Well, there's a lot of them. I mean, if you're a driver, you have a few minutes of free time, you're on the road driving all day, you pull out your phone for 10 minutes, that's some free time. Good drivers, they have 10 minutes of free time, they don't go on Indeed, I promise you. They go on the same places you and I go, things like social media, right? So it could be Facebook, could be Instagram, could be LinkedIn, could be YouTube. There's a lot of them, but the ones that I highly recommend are Facebook and LinkedIn. All right. Now, there's a lot that goes into this. I'm not going to get into that whole video right now. What I would suggest you doing, if you found this video valuable, and if you are currently in a red ocean, here's what I'd like you to do. Send me a direct message. We can book a time to speak together. I'll also give you a link to my webinar that goes over this exactly and what you need to do to start getting into this blue ocean and getting those highly qualified drivers that not many other companies are going after, okay? So that being said, please reach out, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Take care.